Divorce.
Beheaded.
Died. Divorced.
Beheaded. Survived. And tonight, Wilmington, we are
1, 2, 3, 4.
Six, the musical, I would just describe as being massive in scope.
I would describe it as the most fun and historical pop concert you'll ever go to in your lifetime.
Rock concert meets rave meets musical theater, and then it makes you cry at some points.
Very exciting, very electric. It takes the history off the page and brings it to life in a way that's really accessible for people.
Six the Musical, it's very different from a lot of other musicals, especially the one that we're doing later in the spring, Hadestown, especially because it's mostly pop music and it's a very different style from what we're used to.
Tall, large, Henry VIII, supreme head of the Church of England.
My name is Samantha Prindiville, or Mrs. P. I am the drama advisor, and I'm also the artistic director.
My name is Megan. I am in sophomore year this year, and I am the stage manager for Six.
My name is Emily Hall. I am a freshman in high school this year, and I am playing Catherine Parr in the Roiling Stones cast.
My name is Kyra. I'm a senior, and I'm playing Jane Seymour in the Tudor Von Traps cast.
My name is Soren Austenfeld, and I'm the music director for Six. The music in this show is really inspired by a lot of contemporary pop divas, and so you'll hear little pieces of like, that sounds a little bit like a Beyonce song, or that sounds a little bit like a Fifth Harmony song in some of these moments, or maybe some Adele, and we just get all of these tastes of different genres, but all put together to tell one story. Pop, rock, vocals musical are really different than with traditional musical theater. The challenges that these singers have to work through to be able to perform, really long, demanding songs. You would usually only see like very accomplished artists further along in their career perform is really impressive. The amount of vocal harmonies that they're putting together are a lot of work, and it feels really different. The music rehearsal process for this show has involved a lot of time building, the sound for the ensemble harmonies and building a vocal style so that the ensemble has a good blend.
I think an ensemble adds so much personality and ideas and voices to the six queens that we have.
But then we've also spent a lot of time rehearsing with each individual one of the queens. And since we have a double cast, that has meant vocal coaching for 12 different individuals who are all bringing their own specific voice and set of skills.
It's really such a music and dance heavy show. We've been in rehearsals since September 17th, and my amazing music director and choreographer have been leading the charge for rehearsals. They're crushing it and have just been saying that they're really enjoying, the long rehearsal process. One thing I particularly love about doing shows like this is getting to work with the students and coming up with ideas together.
In particular, we've had a bunch of people that are really strong in acting or singing that have pulled up with some dance moves this year, and it's insane. That's been really incredible to watch.
The choreography is including more drag inspiration or from various pop artists like Alicia Keys. It's a really interesting show history-wise because I've learned a lot of interesting facts from the show. I've done more research into these famous six wives, and it's just been a really interesting learning experience.
I kind of made it a point to not center our research on King Henry because he's been researched enough. We also have a student dramaturg who was helpful in getting some information out to the cast and crew about who these wives were, as well as who the consorts were.
Catherine Parr, she's the one who researched all these incredible people that came before her and told their stories, and she was a feminist and fought for education for females and did all these amazing things. And I think she's a really awesome person, and I feel like we can all kind of learn a lot from her.
That's not my story. There's so much more free. Never thought I was a writer. I wrote books and songs and meditation.
My counterpart, Allie, actually sent me a video that broke down like the chord progressions of our song Heart of Stone. Within the song, the chords tell a story. And when I heard that explained, it really just clicked for me. Jane is often seen as like a really passive character, and people are like, oh yeah, her song is gorgeous, but like she's a throwaway, whatever. But the love she was giving to Henry was a choice she was making, and just because she gave it to him doesn't mean that she doesn't still own it, and that there's a strength in that that's a lot quieter.
I'm not what I see, nor am I. Stick around and you'll suddenly see.
You're good. Oh, okay. Reminder! If you don't go on the ground, it's staying in your hand. If I see them on the ground or in someone's hand, you're not even holding them like Thank you, Megan.
I'm colorblind. And all of a sudden, I can't see. Like, I'm pretty. Let's go. Ready, like you 2:30. Basically, I do everything, except for act or sing. I make sure that everybody on stage knows what they're doing, and that everybody backstage knows what they're doing. And then during the show, I tell everybody what to do and when. There's so many lighting cues. And since it's like a rock concert, it's lighting cue on lighting cue on lighting cue. I actually just got sent the list of it, and it's like lighting cue 500. And I'm like, great. I'm excited for it because it's a new challenge, but it's just gonna be a lot, and I'm gonna just start preparing really early.
You bring the corsets, we'll bring the tensions. No one wants a race over 9 inches.
I'm one of the student costume heads, and I have been just like dying to get my hands on this show for so long. So I'm also a massive history buff. The history, the fashion, they intersect, and it's just so good. I know an absurd amount about old clothes, and this was a really exciting opportunity for me to actually put that into practice. One of the common dress construction elements in the Tudor times was a very square neckline. So you'll see a lot of very close to off the shoulder and then straight cuts across in like some of the consorts or queens outfits. And I love those little details. It makes me so happy.
Our student set designer, Catherine, did a fantastic job researching very specific details. She really focused on including like rich details to her paintings. So if you ever get to see some of the frames or the throne we use, you'll see really intricate designs on it that make the show not only 16th century, but also mixing in that 21st century pop rock style concert feel to it.
The Lamplighters Drama Guild is a just wonderful community full of anyone who wants to join. We put on fabulous productions.
A community of students and adults who are just wildly passionate about making theater accessible for everybody at the high school level.
There's so many opportunities for everyone within this club, whether you're an actor, singer, dancer, or you work on costumes or lighting or sound. It's just a great place for everyone, and it's really nice being able to look up to like the upperclassmen and learn from them, and especially as a freshman this year, it's definitely made the transition into high school a lot easier.
Oh God, I don't want to go. There are so many things that I'm only now realizing this is the last year, this is it. The friends that I've made here are just like the best people I know. And it's always felt like a home. It's always felt like a place where I can go and just be myself, and I don't have to worry about being judged or just like the world outside.
Not only just with the show, but in life in general, they juggle so many things. I can't even begin to count how many students are in AP classes, are in honors classes. The fact that they're still able to ensure that they're getting their work done on top of learning a very musical, very choreo-heavy show is just wildly impressive to me.
Everyone has worked so incredibly hard on the show already. We have an amazing set, amazing lighting, and just an incredible cast and hardworking crew as well.
I get to see like all these different things I've worked on with others come together into like this one big, beautiful show. And it's just, it makes me so happy. I'm like so excited. It's just so much fun to watch and so much hard work goes into it. And it's constantly changing. Like there's new things every night and like the cast switch every other performance. So it's just constantly new. And if you see it twice, it's not gonna be exactly the same. And that's what's great about it.
The students have worked really hard. They're all doing really unique things. And I think it's a really worthwhile experience to see what they can do and what they've put together.